It is now the Squimmer's turn. In melee, they cannot use their aerial lunge. They're going to do a multi-attack. They're going to do their Frill Burst and their Talon Rake. That's a hit with the Frill Burst, a miss with the Talon Rake. Frill Burst deals 1d8 plus 4 piercing damage, 12 points of damage, and the Granny needs to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw or be pushed 10 feet backwards. 11 plus 9 is going to save. Now back to the Granny. This is her last use of this hasted moment for her. She is going to do another 7 attacks. That is only going to be 4 hits. 47 points of damage. We got to do a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Oh my gosh, a 12 plus 1 is going to fail, which means the Squimmer can only make 1 attack on their next turn. And Turbo Granny can make another attack. An 8 plus 9 is going to hit. 12 points of damage. Oh my gosh. Granny go crazy. So it's now the Squimmer's turn. They are in a tough spot here. But, because Granny was hasted and now the haste ability ends, Granny is now incapacitated. They are exhausted. Squimmer, yeah, they're going to move backwards and they're going to do their tongue whip, which is a ranged attack roll. And now Granny loses the AC bump, so a 10 or higher is going to hit. But a 9 on the dice, that is not a 10. That is going to miss. Now Granny's turn. She is incapacitated on this turn. She can't take any actions. It is now back to the Squimmer. I think the Squimmer is going to try to do another tongue whip. I think it's a good thing for them to do. Try to get the tongue whip hit. A 13 plus 7 is going to hit. 2d12 plus 4 piercing damage. 14 points of piercing damage, and the Granny is now grappled. And at the start of her turn, she takes 1d12 piercing damage and is pulled 5 feet closer to the Squimmer. It is now Turbo Granny's turn. 8 points of damage from the tongue. They're going to just do their multi-attack, making 2 attacks on the Squimmer. 5 plus 9 is going to miss, but the 14 on the dice hits. And while we're at it, let's make the DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. 4 plus 1 is going to fail. And so, with their Gather Momentum ability, is going to make an additional attack roll with that, and now an additional attack roll from the failed Wisdom save, so 2 more attacks. And that is not good. That is a crit fail and a fail. 12 points of damage. The Squimmer is still up.